When that happened, this C-130 comes falling out of the sky and makes this big sweep over top of us with this big arc. And it seemed like all of a sudden, you know, I mean, how did that C-130 get here so fast? And then this chopper shows up, this Black Hawk. And I'm going, how in the world did that happen? And this Black Hawk's going around, circling us, going around and around and around. And they finally get around to the back of the boat, and they're hovering on the back of the boat. And the guy, the rescue swimmer, Jason Quinn, comes down. He sits in the triangle, and he's going like this on the back of the boat, and he's pointing at him, because I'm watching from around the corner. And he's going like this, and he's going like this, and he puts his arms up in the air, and he fell exactly the same distance from the deck of the back of the boat to the water. And I later realized he was communicating with the two guys still left on the back of the boat that they could jump and that he'd get to them. Watch me, I can do this, you can do this. He no more than hit the water, and one of the kids on the back went down the water, and he was on him like that. He repeated the process, came back up, he went back up in the basket, got lowered back down the triangle, pointed at the kid, pointed back at him, pointed at the kid, put his arms up in the air, fell out, down to the water, 35, 40 feet. Kid on the back, hits the water, he had him. Came around to the side, they tried coming over top of the Galaxy, but because of the explosions, the chopper veered off real quick, came around to the front, and I remember that chopper pointed its nose down, and I'm looking right at this chopper, and there's two women in the front of this chopper, the pilot and the co-pilot, and they're both smiling. And I'm looking at these two women running this chopper, and they're smiling, and they're going, okay, you know, just wait, kind of you're next, right? And Matt Taylor was still with me, and Mirek was still with me. The Blue Pacific came around the front of us, and I said, Matt, you need to get off of here. You need to get into the water, you need to get over to the Blue Pacific and tell the captain I've got people in the water. They gotta start looking. Matt says, I'm all over it, Skip. And he crawls up on the railing, and I said, when I count, you go. It's gotta be 20, 25 feet from the bow because of the height of the waves picking the boat up. And I said, when I give you the word, go into the water. So he did. I sent him. He gets in, takes off, heads for the Blue Pacific. They pick him up. Yep, he was in a survival suit because he was one of the ones on deck. And then it was Mirek and myself. And Mirek had a suit because of we had them from down below. And I said, okay, Mirek. No, Captain. My captain goes. And I said, no, Mirek, you're going. You get on the edge and I'll tell you. And came time, same process. He went in. They came home. Jason Quinn picked him up. And then it came to be my turn. And I remember that woman, that pilot, was looking at me grinning. She goes, okay, you come on. And I went off the front. And when I hit the water, I knew unequivocally my ribs had been just shattered because I hit that water and it just sent pain clear through my body. And I remember that swimmer coming up behind me and grabbing onto me and talking to me. He said, we're going to have you. You're going to be okay. We got you, buddy. We got you. You're going to be okay. And we're just rocketing through the water to the basket. And I remember for a very brief moment that I knew Jerry was gone. I didn't know about George, and I didn't know about Jose. But I remember looking off the horizon and going up in that basket and just looking at the Galaxy and seeing what's going on, seeing the boats, and now more boats are coming. The family is responding to the call, which means these guys all cut their lines. They drop their fishing operations. They start heading to us immediately, which is that family camaraderie as far as when it really gets tough, everybody's there for you. And they all left what they were doing. They could have stayed fishing, saying, well, you know, somebody else will go. They all came. I remember as I was going up, I remember I was thanking God. I remember I said, God, thank you. My God, thank you. And I knew it was going to be okay.